Today we're going to be talking about silver versus gold. What should you be buying, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Big week for both metals. We've seen gold hit all-time highs and strong pullback the next day, and terrible week for silver.
Yeah.
Silver took a smash in this week, but silver's the worst, the worst out of the two, performance-wise this week.
Right now.
I'm still a strong buyer in gold. Gold's where it's at.
So you think people should be buying gold?
Yeah, and premiums are down right now. I just seen somebody when we were started filming this morning. I seen I don't know if it was Gainesville Coins. Somebody, they were selling 1 ounce gold bars for $17 over spot.
It's really cheap.
Yeah, less than 1%.
Really cheap.
You know, it's a good time to get in. You know, definitely.
A lot
Silver
of
too. I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off.
no,
But
you're good.
I see silver premiums are down. Man, buying and selling, and they're just down huge. You know, it's a good time to get in.
Well, a lot of people, so here's the problem that a lot of people have with buying gold right now. At least these are some of the comments that I've been seeing, is that a lot of people think that gold is at its all-time highs, right? We're off by maybe $100, but we're still close to the all-time highs of, what was it, 2140 something, something like that.
Yep.
Silver, all-time highs were $48.
Nowhere
So nowhere close. We're at like 23 and change. So a lot of people keep saying, well, silver's got more potential to gain. And, you know, I don't necessarily buy into one has more to gain than the other, because it doesn't seem like there really is a correlation between one and the other. They kind of perform differently.
Not when gold's hitting all-time highs.
Right.
Silver's at 50% of its all-time high.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's definitely not moving along with it. That's what I'm saying. I think gold's a better buy right now.
Now, some people are going to be skeptical, and they'll say, well, Andrew's saying this because he buys and sells gold. Obviously, he's going to say that, and he loves the stuff. He wears Mr. T's chains around his neck. Do you believe that because you're a dealer, or do you believe that just in general that it's?
No, I mean, look back. If you bought gold in the last couple of years, you're okay. You're in the green.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We've seen a little bit of a pullback, but I think that might have been profit taken. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people selling.
Yeah.
I saw it myself when it hit all-time highs this week. Businesses, like, some days you just scratch your head. So much stuff comes in. It's like, man, what's going on out there?
Right.
You know, but a lot of people selling.
I think that gold, you know, I do believe that it's a good time to be buying also. I personally do not like selling gold. I've talked about this so many different times on the channel and during my auctions that selling gold, in my opinion, it's so hard because not only are you buying these high premium items, when I say high premium, I'm saying that they're expensive, not in terms of their actual, you know, premiums over spot, but you're spending, you know, $2,100 on a 1 ounce gold coin. When you go to sell it, maybe you're going to get $2,130, $2,120. Whereas if I spent that same $2,100 or whatever on silver coins, I'd be able to sell all of those silver coins for far more, you know, higher profits. So I don't like buying and selling gold. However, as a stacker, not talking as like the dealer, I do think that stacking gold is the way to go, because I mean, pick that thing up there. That's like, how much is that?
Yeah, no, this is 100 ounce.
That's 100 ounces.
Yeah, this is a block. But, you know, the same thing with silver. So, to use easy numbers, right? Let's say silver's $20 an ounce.
Yeah.
So, every 20 cents it moves is 1%, right?
Right.
So, you pay $1 over spot. This thing has to move 5% before you even break even on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
you're doing too much of a complicated math.
Well, you know,
equation
some of the premiums,
right now,
some of them that pay $2-3 over for silver, like silver has to move significantly for you to even break even on it. That's why gold, I was just saying, one of these companies selling it at 1%, sometimes gold moves more than that in an afternoon.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you can have a situation where you buy metals on Monday, and by Wednesday you could sell it back for more money than what you paid for it. You know what I mean? You don't really see that in silver too often.
I know you like the bars because you think that they're cheaper. and that people should kind of stick with like the cheaper gold. I actually buy some collectible gold myself. Maybe one of these episodes I'll bring it to show you.
Collectible gold's nice.
It's nice, but is it practical?
You know what? I seen a piece I wanted to purchase for myself recently. I don't know if I think I told you about it. It was Scrooge McDuck. And
I have
it was
the gold statue.
Gold Spartan, I think makes it.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy one of them for myself, and like it was pretty. It had a pretty hefty premium on it, and I just liked it. You know what I mean?
I saw a video of him making it this morning.
Yeah, you know what? I'd pay the money for something like that. It depends on everybody's budget. If you got the money to do it, you know what I mean. And that's what you like.
But when I'm talking about practicality,
practical, no.
It's not practical, and like
it's not. But like you said, it depends on your budget too.
Yeah,
you know, if you're buying it like me, if I would buy something like that, I have no intentions of flipping it and making money on it. It's going into my personal collection, and like the price is irrelevant.
Right.
It has $2,000 in raw material if it's a 1 ounce, and if he's selling it for $2,800 or whatever he's asking for it, I don't really know what he was asking for it.
Right.
You know, that's the premium you pay on the quality of the craftsmanship and.
Would you wear it as a necklace?
No.
I can see you wearing it as like a big medallion around your chest. Also, when I'm saying about the practicality of it too, like you're saying that something like that would go into your deep stack. You would just hold it and you wouldn't sell it. But then, what would happen is it would be given to one of your kids. When the time comes,
they'd melt it.
They'd melt it right away.
They'd sell it to a local coin shop for $50 minus its melt value.
So your everyday stacker, then, do you think that would you tell them to get into any sort of collectible gold, or would you say kind of stay away from it, or is it all coming down to like a budget?
If you're new to it, I wouldn't. If I was new to the industry and I was just starting off and buying precious metals, I would definitely start off small, start off with the low premium stuff and build up somewhat of a stack before you start adding that, that high premium stuff in there.
Yeah. It gets boring after a while.
Some stuff's coming down.
Yeah.
Even gold. So I always saying buy the 1 ounce gold bars. But right now I'm selling Cougarons for the same price.
Wait, what are you selling?
Cougarons for the same price as 1 ounce gold bars.
What coins are you selling?
Maple Leafs too.
No, go back to the...
Oh, this guy. Everybody has a problem with the way I say Krugerrands. They're Krugerons. Krugerons? Krugerrands. It's an A, Krugerrands. I always say Krugerons.
Maybe.
Believe me, people catch me on it all the time.
Maybe that's how I pronounce it. This morning he came in and he was talking about Krugerrands, and I'm like, I think I know what the issue is that you're having is the way you're saying it. But like when you buy gold eagles like this, after a while, buying gold eagles or maple leafs, it kind of gets boring. So you have kangaroos. I typically don't buy kangaroos, but you made me an offer I couldn't refuse very recently. The design changes every year, and the premiums on them aren't that much different than the premiums on the gold maples or gold eagles.
So these two I just put on my site for a spot plus $45. Cheap.
So that's very cheap.
It's cheap.
Guys, go to...
There's only 2 left.
Go to his website, Bayshore Bullion Exchange.com. I sell some gold different than what you do. You have more of like the kind of like the everyday type of gold. I have some more of like collectible gold on my website, EmpirePreciousMetals.com. Do you own any of these in your own stack? The deep
My
stack
always changes.
Well, I know you say that
to do that too. If you have a personal inventory and you're a dealer, sell it. You could always replace it. I don't know why. Like I even you call me sometimes and you're like, do you have any, of this coin? And like, Stormy, I know you got them in your personal stack. Just sell them and replace them with,
Yeah, I do for some things like buffaloes. I will.
Yeah.
Gold maples. I will. Gold eagles. The things that you can very easily replace. I will. But when it comes to coins like the collectibles,
obviously,
those you can't really replace.
No, obviously.
I'm talking some coins that I bought for maybe $1,800. They go for like $3,000 right now. They're impossible to get. Proofs. Let's talk about proofs real quick. Right? Is that a proof? It looks like a proof.
No, that's just a Canadian maple leaf.
Okay, well, let's talk about proofs then. Should people be buying or investing in proof gold? What's your... I know that's like more of like a collector thing, but again...
No, but you know what? It's another product that the premiums just went haywire in like the last 2 years. There was one time you know, the American Gold Proof, they have the 1.85. They're the 1 ounce, the half ounce, the quarter ounce, and the 1/10 ounce come in that big blue book.
Yes.
The Eagles.
Yes.
At one time, I was paying spot plus $800 over.
That's a lot.
Per ounce.
That's a lot.
Per ounce. So you're talking gold price plus $800 times 1.5 for the set.
No,
you know what I mean? It's but that's what the market demanded at the time. Now, I think I quoted someone the other day. I was at spot plus 500.
Okay.
You know, so
it's
that market
down,
too.
But still,
yeah, you know, that's a collector's market. I don't know. I tried to figure out for a while what was driving that premium. I mean, it's like on a different level than any other coin.
Demand,
you know?
just the demand for it.
And when that was at its peak, I was paying spot plus 800 any denomination. So it would be spot plus 800 divided by 10 for a 1/10 ounce.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When he starts going off on these numbers, it's like, wah, 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 wah. I'm like, yeah, numbers. He's like, the math doesn't math for me. It's not mathing. The silver proofs too. Do you deal with?
Yeah, no, they're high. They're high too. Eagle proofs.
The Eagle proofs.
I think I was paying up to $70 at one point. Now they're back down to low 60s.
Are you stocking the? Like, see, to me, this looks like this is a proof.
That's a proof.
Right.
The others are.
The others aren't. So would you charge people more?
Nah, that's see, out of all the 1/10 ounce, this one's not on my site.
Okay, then I'll take that.
It's a little scratched up.
Okay, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, see, that's exactly why.
Where's it scratched?
You know what? It's just not in proof condition. It was a proof. Somebody must have took it out of the set
just
and
flipping scratched
messed it up.
sandpaper all over it.
Yeah, that's just I would sell that as imperfect.
Yeah, you could see like, what's the Have you seen? So they have the gold commemorative coins.
Which one? $5?
Not those. I'm talking about the half ounce. So what they did is they made the junk silver coins into the gold coins. So they did this, Standing Liberty,
Nice stuff. I come across it here and there. A little bit of a premium.
Every once in a while, though, they'll get copper spots.
Oh yeah,
like the little dots pop out of copper. What causes that?
You know what? I'm not sure what causes it, but I seen a wild video on TikTok how they get them out.
What do they burn them? Right?
Hit them with a torch, comes right off. Like instantly. I
never
seen anything like it.
So, yeah, that's what I had heard. I would be nervous.
I don't know if I would do that too.
I'd be nervous, like torching.
Nah, I would never try anything like that. So, I think there's one in here,
that has
a Canadian maple leaf that has a spot on it, and I don't know what causes it. I don't know what causes it, but it happens on a lot of coins. You know.
I'm just looking too, because now you have me searching for this thing.
Sure. Even this one, look how bad that one. I don't know. It's kind of tarnished, kind of beat up.
Oh, it's very tarnished. When you look at the older gold eagles, like from like the 1980s, and then you compare them to today's, they're a much deeper orange copper color than today's, which I find interesting. It's almost like toning of gold, almost. You know what I mean?
Which I don't see often. You see it a lot in silver, not much in gold.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for the camera to pick up from over there this particular gold coin, but this one is a lot deeper of like an orange and yellow compared to even these older ones. It's also, I guess, how people are storing it.
This is nice too. I don't know if they could see that at all, but this is the new design by Pant. They're starting they're starting to move away from the Lady Fortuna design.
Yeah, that's like enough already with her.
So
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
their new bar, new packaging, new thing outside of the Lady Fortuna.
The problem I have with the Pamp bars every once in a while,
nice.
You get like the separation of the plastic.
Yeah.
Like you would think that they would figure
but you know
this
what?
out.
That happens over time. So sometimes I get people that sell me 10 1-ounce gold bars, and like I get them and the packages are falling apart. And there's a receipt in there, and it's from like 1975. And I said, oh, no wonder why it fell apart.
Have you seen, you've heard of Scottsdale Mint?
Yeah, sure.
Have you seen Scottsdale Mint's Lucky Gold bars that they came out with this past, like maybe a few months ago, because it's the year of the dragon?
Oh, I have seen
So it was 8.88 ounces of gold, and they're like long, like sandcast, like almost like loaf bar looking things,
right.
But they're like, they somehow like stamped an image of like a dragon on it.
Oh, that's cool.
They're cool looking, but they were high premium, and 8.88 ounces of gold. That's
big
a
buy.
lot. That was like an $18,000 bar or
It's
something.
tough to find customers for stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I had one bar. I've come across it 2 or 3 times. It's a 6.06, I think it is. I believe it's from China, but it's a King Fook. You ever see that bar before?
I don't know what the Fook you're talking about, but that's
it's a pretty cool bar. If you ever have a chance to look it up, check it out.
And you don't have any of these, huh?
You know what? I think my father purchased it from me.
Oh,
I have to ask him to show and tell one of these episodes.
One of these episodes? Yeah, but then this will be like a 14-hour long.
Loves to tell
He'll be like, listen, let me tell you, I got this pair of socks from, you go from King Fook gold bars to random other items. So the takeaway I would say for people here, in my opinion, I think, yes, they should stack gold. I think they should be buying silver. I don't necessarily subscribe to the whole silver's got so much more potential than gold. That's why I'm only going to stack silver right now. Gold silver ratio too is another thing that a lot of people bother with. What do you think about
It's a number I never look at. It's like when I start talking numbers to you, people start talking gold silver ratio to me. It's like this. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I've never seen the correlation between the two. I've never seen the relevance of looking at it and saying, oh man, this is a time to buy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I've never. It's like apples and
oranges.
Yeah, I really don't see anything. Don't look at that number. Waste your time.
Listen,
I'm sure you're going to get tons of comments. But
I do the gold. No, because they're going to say Andrew's wrong because I took in my silver. It was 120 to 1, and then I traded in at 80
what's funny?
to 1.
And I showed you a couple emails of people that like randomly hit me up with some oddball ideas. And I get tons of people that want to exchange gold to silver or silver for gold for the exact ratio. And I'm like, yeah, listen,
that's not how it works.
Who cares about the ratio, you know?
Yeah.
It's
they think that's how
delusional.
It works. They're like, why don't you? They don't understand. Dealers will buy it from them, and then they'll sell them the separate metal at different prices. It doesn't work like, let me trade you this one gold coin for your 83 ounces of silver. Well, Andrew, I think that's a wrap for this episode. Any parting comments that you want to? No, he's ready to. He's ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
He wants to go on the next topic, which we still have yet to figure out. But guys, make sure you tune into the exchange every Sunday. Make sure you check out Andrew's channel, Bayshore Bullion
Exchange.
Yep, and we'll see you on the next one.